What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and today we are going to be going over Zero Chill Part 2. I can't believe it's only Part 2. I thought they counted Stocking Stuffers as Part 2, but apparently not. There's 5 parts to this, so I'm just going to take a wild guess and say the next 3 parts are going to be Madden Ghost of Past, Present, and Future, because that's what it always is. But I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, I'm just going to give a warning ahead of time. EA dropped the ball for Part 2, okay? Part 1 was pretty good, and the next 3 parts, if they are Ghost, are always good. Stick with me through this one, okay? There aren't many great players. Hopefully I can make this kind of a faster recap. I will highlight a few good players that got released, and we do have a few players that are now the best at their position. Just not many, okay? So if you do enjoy, then, like always, please leave a like, subscribe, all of that. And, yeah, let's get into some of these player ratings. Okay, guys, you know it's going to be a rough video when we started out with a kicker. The only good gold card that they released is kicker Tristan Viscano. Is this actually your kicker, Chargers fans? Because I've never heard of this guy. He's labeled as an accurate kicker with his whopping 74 kick accuracy, but don't worry, he does have 86 kick power for a 79 overall, which is the best in the game. So I just labeled this as a budget piece. If you need a cheap kicker that could kick some somewhat decently long field goals, then, I mean, this is your guy. Definitely not Nick Folk, but, I mean, at least he's cheap. Next, we have this Josh Gordon card. And this is actually kind of a standout in this entire part, because we're going to see a trend of players that have big names that EA could have given good stats and good archetypes and just all kinds of good stuff, and then chose not to. Now, Josh Gordon is one where they, for some reason, just made him really good, okay? So 91 speed is just great for his overall. 85 overall, 91 speed. That's tied for the best. But he is also 6'3", which is pretty good height. Like, actually, very good height. And then he's a route runner archetype. He definitely is not a route runner. He's either physical or a deep threat in real life. But, I mean, I'm not complaining. Chiefs theme teams, I mean, he's now a 94 speed route runner. I mean, he's really good. It's kind of funny, but he is. Yeah, this 85 overall might be, I shouldn't even say might. I think it's fair to say this is the best 85 overall I've ever seen Madden release, like, out of any game in the past. And this is when you know it's really bad, because I just skipped to a 91 overall, skipped all the low elites, and better yet, I skipped to a punter. That's how bad the cards were. I don't, anything that, any low elite, I suggest not getting. That, I'll just address it right now. Don't get any of the low elites, they're all trash. Now, Jack Fox has 91 kick power, which is the best kick power for a punter in the game. He has 86 kick accuracy, which is 1 above AJ Cole, who was the best punter before. So Jack Fox is now the best punter in Madden. I mean, PlayStation has him for about 70,000. AJ Cole's about 70,000. They're like the same. So I would just get Jack Fox for like 1 extra accuracy. But, wait, does he have a power up? Excuse me? Let me just quick check this. If he has a power up, that'd be kind of cool. Okay, he doesn't. Okay, Mutthead's dumb. But, yeah, Jack Fox is the best punter in the game, which is why I had to include him here. Kind of boring, but oh well. Okay, now we have probably the dumbest looking card I have ever seen in Madden. Tom Brady is now a scrambler quarterback. Good job, Madden. This is actually a pretty funny card. He does have a terrible archetype now. Scrambler is not a good archetype. He also comes with preset abilities that, I mean, they're okay, but I personally don't like them. I mean, meh. I would probably not use these abilities. He has pretty bad speed for a scrambling quarterback, even though it is 85 speed Brady. He does have really good height. That is one positive. He's terrible throw power now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have it in my heart to say that this is a terrible card. I just labeled this on a scale of 1 to 10 as memes, okay? It's just a meme card. I can't say anything more, and I can't say anything less. Okay, finally we're on to the 93 overalls. We start with Grady Jarrett. Grady Jarrett, I was hoping maybe like you could use him at defensive tackle or something, but he goes down to an 87 at defensive tackle for some reason, and he's just not that good. Like, he has great power move, don't get me wrong, but his finesse is terrible. His block shed is actually really bad compared to other right ends. I mean, like, this just isn't a good card. Like, no matter what way you try to twist it or turn it, this just isn't it, okay? This is just a bad card in general. So next we have Legares Snead, and with this card we have to go back to the theme of this entire part that I mentioned earlier. A card that had a lot of potential to be very, very good that EA dropped the ball on. They gave him 93 speed. This should definitely be a 94 speed corner, like no questions asked. Legares Snead is extremely fast, and now he only has like good speed, not great speed. And because of that, the rest of his card's terrible. Of course, he has terrible man coverage, terrible zone coverage, and I mean, his height's okay. So there's nothing good about this card if you don't make him 94 speed. At least 94 speed, he'd have really good speed then. He would have tied for the most speed in the game, which is appropriate for a 93 overall Legares Snead. But they gave him 1 speed less, so because of that, this is just an absolutely terrible card. Now again, let's go back to the theme for this video. A card that has a lot of potential that EA dropped the ball on. We have Justin Fields with a terrible archetype. Good start. We have decent speed at best, considering Lamar's a 94 speed quarterback. We have decent throw power. We have 95 throw power in the game. He's 93. And he's decent height. Those are the 4 things I look at in quarterbacks, and he's decent to good in all of them. Nothing great. He's just a bad quarterback, actually. I can't even say he's decent. He's just bad, because you can't get any throwing abilities on him. Plus, none of his stats are, like, anything to brag about. So, again, I would have given him 93, 94 speed. I guess you can't give him as much as Lamar, so I would have put 93. Then at least he'd have pretty good speed. I'd give him 94 throw power. And I guess that's all you can really do because his archetype's kind of bad. But at least, I think even a +1 boost to each of these stats would at least make him usable. But now he's just like not even a good quarterback, which really stinks because I actually really like Justin Fields. And the last card that EA completely dropped the ball on and could have actually made a very good card. There is no excuses for this one. We have DeAndre Hopkins. Now, every year, EA makes him slow, so I was kind of expecting this. He's not even slow in real life, but whatever. 92 speed is 2 less than the top receivers in the game, which, I mean, I guess it's still, like, decent speed. What do I have on my sheet? Yeah, I have decent speed. He has decent speed at best. And this is what really annoyed me. So, yes, DeAndre Hopkins, if I had to pick one, is most likely a physical receiver. But EA should just look at this card and say, we're putting out a 93 overall that has a big name that people are going to be excited about. What else is DeAndre Hopkins really good at? Well, he's a good physical receiver, that is true. Does he play in the slot? No, not really. Is he a deep threat? A little bit, but not really. But he is a really good route runner. You know what would make this card a very, very usable good card? Route runner archetype. But instead they gave him physical archetype, and he's absolutely useless. I have this as a terrible receiver, decent speed, bad archetype, decent height. Nothing else to say. They had a chance, again, 3 cards in a row. They had a chance to make very good, and they made them all unusable. Grady Jarrett just had no hope to begin with, not gonna lie. All 4 of the 93 overalls were complete busts, and yeah, kind of depressing. Let's at least move on to the 95 overalls. Okay, so let's take a break from the complete bust of this entire part 2, and let's actually look at a decent card. We have Quandary Diggs. He has good speed, not great speed. We have 93 speed safeties in the game, so he has good speed, but he has great zone coverage, and he has great man coverage for a free safety. He is 5'9", which I do not like at all. You are going to get dunked on. That's just the sad reality. If you get Quandary Diggs, you're going to get absolutely ag-catched by every tall wide receiver. But in the long run, it's probably worth it with this 95 zone and 90 man. I mean, his coverage is going to be outstanding. I have him as a good free safety. I think I still like Antoine Winfield, actually, a little bit better. And we don't really have a really good coverage free safety right now. We need a free safety, because even like Megatron, he has bad coverage stats. We need a free safety that has like pretty good coverage stats, really good speed, and is like taller than 5'9". Then that'll be the best safety in the game. But for now, I'd say this is like a pretty good card. And if you think we escaped the cards that showed a lot of potential, and then EA wrecked all of our hopes and dreams, you're wrong, because we have another one. Michael Irvin. This should be a very good card. Sad to say, the best thing about this card is this amazing looking card art. I say EA should give every single artist in their entire art department just an enormous promotion, or like a huge raise or something. The card art has been great. And you know where they're going to get that money from? Demoting everyone who comes up with these ratings. 93 speed is one less speed than it should be. Physical archetype, not true. He was a route runner. And his height's decent. So, I mean, again, not good receiver. He's actually a bad receiver, which is really sad. Because, well, actually, how sad is it? I kind of hate Cowboys fans. I don't know. But, I'm just kidding. Yeah, 93 speed's pathetic for a 95 overall master, especially when we have 94 speed in the game. Not gonna lie, when I first saw this card, I was thinking, wow, we might actually have our first 95 speed receiver. And it turns out he's actually one less speed than cards that came out about a month ago. So, and then he's not a physical receiver, so that's just pathetic. And, what are these people saying? Some of the worst catching traits I've ever seen. Wait, does he actually have really bad catching traits, too? Oh my... They wrecked this card. I refuse to even go over this card anymore. This card is wrecked. It's no good. EA is terrible. Okay, thankfully we could end this player rating review on a high note with our limiteds today. We did get the best limiteds that we've gotten in a very long time. First, we start out with Quinton Spain. We finally get a guard that has good stats. It took so long. But we have 94 in all run blocking stats, and we have 95 in pass block power, but for some reason he has a 92 in pass block finesse. That pretty much tells me he's gonna get replaced by someone else who's really good. This is just like one of those cards that's good for like a couple weeks, but then a new one comes out, and it's like, oh. Well, it's not a god card is what I'm trying to say. It's just like, it's the best right now. Now, I actually suggest getting... Oh my god, I forget his name. He's the Vikings right guard from Stocking Stuffers. And... Oh, Wyatt Davis, I think is his name. I actually suggest getting him at right guard right now. That's who I have right now. Instead of sending 365,000 coins, you could get Wyatt Davis. I forget if that's his name. It's the Vikings right guard, though. You can get him for free through Stocking Stuffers. And even if you already got a stocking stuffer, it's like 150,000 coins instead of 350,000 coins. And he's not much worse at all. So I am glad we finally have a definitive best guard in the entire game. But I could see him getting replaced fairly soon. And lastly, we have Akiem Hicks, most people who have watched this channel probably see the 75 finesse move and think I'm going to tear them to shreds. Because you guys know I hate ends that have only either power move or only have finesse move. But I had a really, really good idea, which is let's put him at defensive tackle. I don't care if he's 90 overall. It was actually this comment right here. Why isn't this guy a defensive tackle like in real life? I agree, but guess what? I'm making him defensive tackle in the game. So I'm grading him off of defensive tackle. He has a good archetype. It's not great. He has a run stopper defensive tackle would be the best archetype. He's a run stopper defensive end. So it actually costs 1 extra AP to get inside stuff, which is somewhat unfortunate. But at least it's not like my Fletcher Cox on my Eagles theme team where it takes 3 AP to get inside stuff, so it's not atrocious. He gets 96 block shed, which is the best in the game for defensive tackle. He also gets 96 power move, which is the best in the game for defensive tackle. So essentially, this is actually the best defensive tackle in the entire game, which is really funny because we're playing him out of position. So essentially what I'm trying to say is if you get him, like if you have a Bears theme team or something, ignore this 90 overall defensive tackle, take the overall hit because he's just a beast at defensive tackle anyway. Okay, so these are the new challenges that we got. I'm kind of confused because these are the most challenges we've got. There's 30 challenges here. And these are the worst rewards. Look at the featured tier. It's 1 ornament. Like, what? What? We get a few snowflakes, we get some random presents, and 1 ornament. That's the entire challenges. I might not play these, and I play mostly all the challenges. Unless they're stupid, and then in that case, like this, I might not play them. I don't really know what Madden was thinking. I don't know why they think this is going to want to get people to play 30 challenges. They should have definitely given an NCAT 93 overall or something. But, yeah, we got nothing. I actually, for the first time, almost suggest not even playing the challenges and instead just playing house rules. Because, to be completely honest, the house rules rewards are probably better. And it's so much more fun to play house rules than it is to do solo challenges. And we do have a new house rules game mode. I think it's called like Show Off or something. Yeah, Show Off. So you'll net 20 points for 20-yard offensive touchdowns, but your opponent will score on every INT or fumble. So this is another just copycat, right? This is just another copycat one that we had earlier, which is, again, kind of disappointing. I think they should actually come up with unique ideas for house rules. I think that'd be fun. But, no, it's just if you pass for long touchdowns, you get more points. You get points on interceptions and fumbles, and there's no special teams. So, same stuff as usual. Just not much fun, to be completely honest. Like, if I'm being 100% honest, this just does not look like much fun whatsoever. Now, here's my question, right? Did our house rules actually reset from the last time? I doubt it, but it might have. If we could get all new rewards from house rules, that would be kind of nice. Where is house rules? What? Am I just blind? What? There's no more house rules mission. What? I'm confused. What? Why is there no more house rules mission? I am extremely confused. What? Okay, if anyone actually knows what the heck happened to house rules, please let me know in the comments. Because I'm confused. I am 100% confused. I refuse to even try to explain it. I mean, I have no clue what Madden's doing. This was an absolutely terrible part. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The house rules mission is missing. They copy and pasted a prior house rules. The challenges are absolute trash. The players are absolute trash. You know what? I might just quit Madden. You know what?